Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMatches.com here with Matchman with Playing on a Budget. This is a very awkward hand. We need the white source for both the Siege Rhino and Wall of Essence and the Row of the Ancestors, but I think it's keepable nonetheless. Usually keep 3-land hands. We have action with the Grim Haruspex and the Qarsi Sadist, which if we need to panic, we can cast Qarsi Sadist on turn 2, but I think that what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until the Grim Haruspex is out. Now, we're playing against a red deck, which usually means Mardu Dragons or Jeskai Burn. Those are usually the only two red decks at the moment. There's some Naya decks going around as well. We'll go with the Sandsteppe Citadel, and now we actually do have a great turn 2 play with the Wall of Essence, and we can actually get Siege Rhino out on time, which is going to be very, very cool. It's going to be Jeskai Burn probably. We have an incredible matchup against Jeskai Burn with so much life gain. They can start to go crazy with Narset, and the one problem with our deck is we're not very aggressive versus Narset, but usually that's okay, as we have just, again, so much life gain, and we just have to resolve the Row of the Ancestors for a win. There's the Wall of Essence. This means that he won't be able to attack in with any Seeker of the Way, or I'll get too much value out of the Wall of Essence. And it's one of those cards that when they're trying to stoke you, if you gain any sort of life off the Wall of Essence, that kind of ruins their plan. So a Shivan Reef here. See if anything comes out. Yes, a Mantis Rider. Now, Mantis Rider is actually something that is a little bit more powerful because our Wall of Essence just sits here and looks stupid against it. But we will have a Grim Haruspex. I don't know if I want to quite cast it quite yet, as I'm sure it will just get eaten. I could morph it over. Nah, we just cast it. And we'll pass the turn. So I do have to worry about that Mantis Rider. Merciless Executioner is definitely, that's the one problem with this deck is we do have a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of a hole in our plan with flyers. That's why Mardu Dragons, I would say, is the hardest, more mid-range or aggressive deck for us to deal with, just because the inability for our walls to do their job and block damage. I'm pretty sure Grim will die. He needs to kill Grim here. If he doesn't, I'm in a pretty good position. There's the Merciless Executioner. We cast the Merciless Executioner. Yeah, that's the right play. Now, in response, he's got to kill the Grim Haruspex. I'll kill my Wall of Essence, and then we'll have a 3-1 he has to deal with. Never know, he could counter this. Yep, that was expected. So the Mantis Rider did get in for quite a bit of damage. 6 damage. But we do end up being able to deal with it and leave a 3-1 body left. And if I need to Jeskai Barricade it back to make him sacrifice another one, we can always do that. Next turn we have a Siege Rhino that is going to come out. The more lands, the merrier with the Grim Haruspex. Rabble Master is pretty good. Other than it's going to force him to attack, and I think that we just Siege Rhino here. Even the Qarsi Sadist isn't bad. I can go Haruspex and Sadist and sack my Merciless Executioner. Maybe we do that, and then that leaves back a 1-3 and a 3-2 blocker. And I get a card. Unfortunately, I will have to take a damage. So, I guess I could morph it over for... No, morphing over is stupid. We'll just go... Grim. And this will show the efficiency of this deck. And Sadist. And then exploit that we're going to kill the Merciless Executioner. Gets us another Grim. I hope he doesn't have another lightning bolt for the Haruspex, but we'll at least be able to start killing off goblins each turn with the Sadist. Siege Rhino can come out next turn and kind of stabilize us. And if he attacks the Rabble Master, I will just throw a Sadist in front of it. Yep, that's fine. That'll give me another card. So Jeskai Barricade, not a card I really want. And Dragonlord Ojutai, that's a very good card. Wall of Mulch is what we need, though, is we need the combo. And I think we need to apply some pressure. With the Siege Rhino. And we need a Bloodseeker to come out as soon as possible. But this puts him in kind of an awkward position. He's going to be attacking you with the Dragonlord Ojutai. He has 3 cards in hand that will allow him to loot. This card is incredibly powerful. I don't have much ways. Abzan Charms are going to come in for Mantis Rider and Dragonlord Ojutai. Don't think we need to bring... We'll bring in End Hostilities, but not Drown in Sorrow. I don't know if we really need to care about a Rabble Master too much. Block off the 2 goblins. Taking 5, though, from Dragonlord. Need to draw into more Sadists. Sadists would be good here. I could always, if I draw into another source, I could always Jeskai Barricade back a Siege Rhino and play it. The thing is, he can loot pretty well for what he needs. I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets a Lightning Strike to kill off the Grim. Just gonna be Hordeling Outburst. So, Blossoming Sands at least gains us alive. I'm okay with that. Gives us another white source. And we can Wall of Mulch. Now these have to attack. Is it worth it to attack into the Siege Rhino? I think at this point we have to attack with Siege Rhino. And he will kill it. I could save it. Do I want to save it or draw a card? I think we save it. But it is getting scary with the amount of cards he has in hand. We need that Immortal Servitude. Maybe, I guess, or not Immortal Servitude, Rally Ancestors, excuse me. Yeah, I think Rally, we're missing the combo piece, though, for Rally. I'll be taking at least 6, probably 8. If he attacks me with the Rabble Master. Oh, so he does attack me with the Rabble Master. We're going to block here, here, and here. And if he has any burn spell, I think we're done for. Because I'm going to have to spend another life. With that 7, so that would put me at 4. If he has a Lightning Strike, I just die. So I still need to sack this, though. Just to try to find... This gives me 2 cards. Try to find any sort of combo to get me back some life. I mean, Siege Rhino gets me back life. But let's see if he has a Lightning Strike. But now he's running Hordeling Outburst, so I might need Drown in Sorrow. And unfortunately, the Merciless Executioners start getting bad. Just a Morph card. What in his deck could have a morph? So Merciless Executioner again doesn't do much. We will save the. We'll play Plains. And it is going to be Siege Rhino here. Which I think that we're just dead. I don't think we can survive enough hits here, no matter what. Just because his Ojutai gets through and one other gets through, we die. So I guess what I should have done is just sack the Wall of Mulch to see what I would have drawn. And then if it would have got me into the Rally of the Ancestors, then we'd have a Wall of Essence, we'd have a Merciless Executioner, and a Sadist would have gained us 2 life. Still don't think that would have done much. Yeah, so Ojutai definitely was the problem with this match. Mantis Rider, yeah, that's game beyond game. We'll go on to the sideboard here. We'll bring in the End Hostilities. Again, I think we can safely take out the Merciless Executioners. Wall of Limbs is just, of course, kind of weird in this. Nyx-Fleece Ram actually seems pretty good. I don't know if I'll want to one of Assault Formation if that's the case. We do want the Abzan Charms. And what would we take out at this point? Maybe some Barricades. They just don't do enough. Yeah, I'm going to take the Barricades out. And we'll go to just this many, 3 Fleece Mane Lions. Because, I mean, they don't even stabilize the greatest versus, like, Goblin Rabble Master. And this really makes my Wall of Mulch a lot weaker. But I do kind of want an Assault Formation to kind of put him on the ropes. I'm going to try this. All right, yeah, so to play first, very keepable hand. We have the Bloodsuckers, but we need all the other. So we have our life. Now we need our sack outlets. Gaining quite a bit of life from all of our lands here, too. Lead off with a Jungle Hollow. Next turn we'll do a Blossoming Sands. Again, Qarsi Sadist, we can just wait until we have something to sacrifice with the Bloodsucker. Wall of Essence. Now, I could have done it the other way around. I don't want to spend a life. I don't think we need a wall quite yet. He doesn't have anything out yet. And he's put in a lot of tap lands. So this is allowing us to get set up. I think I will this Jungle Hollow. Yeah, Jungle Hollow, gain another life, and then Wall of Essence. So if no Rabble Master, we'd completely absorb the 1 damage and gain a life there. Collect Company is what we'll end up casting. Whenever you have mana for Collect Company, you might as well use it. What we want to find is a Wall of Mulch. He might have a Disdainful Stroke in hand and counter this. Or even to dissolve. Nice! We get a Grim, and one of our rallies goes to the bottom. But we do get a Grim Haruspex, which is great. So I think that... Do we just play another one? And hope he doesn't kill this in response. You gotta think he's full of lightning strikes. Counter target creature spell. Okay. And draw a card. We'll get in here for 3, though. Take him down to a 17. And hopefully an Ojutai doesn't come out here, because there's really nothing we can do against. And the Merciless Executioners were taken out. love to hit a land so I can Bloodsucker and Sadist. So he's going to roast on the Grim Haruspex. So that's, we need, Abzan Charm's great. Gosh, I kind of want to save Abzan Charm. But I think we'll just Bloodsucker here. We need to keep applying pressure. And the more of these things he counters and stuff, eventually, when we hit one more mana, the Row of the Ancestors will hit everything back. And if I have to start sacking these guys with just the Bloodsucker, I can do so. I'm sure he'll kill it. He's got to have like a Lightning Strike or a Wild Slash or something in his hand. This is where the Row of the Ancestors come back, is they have to spend so many cards to put your stuff in the graveyard. I mean, the Ojutai's commanded drawing back a card, but the Roast eventually will get a the Haruspex. What we definitely need is more sack stuff. We need more Qarsi Sadists. And I guess that's the problem with taking out the Merciless Executioners. I wonder if he just actually even took out his Goblin Rabble Masters. There's a Morph card. I still don't even know what that is. Like, what is it? What do they use in Jeskai for Morph? I'm thinking the, not Lightwalker, the 2 mana that kills a creature with power 4 or greater, possibly? So another Sadist, jeez. Maybe we just do the Sadist route. This is where we'd love to have a Grim. Or maybe just go another Bloodsucker. You didn't kill the last one. I'm going to be greedy here. We're going to go another Bloodsucker. And actually, you know what this is? This is probably a Stratus Walker. The one that counters a non-creature spell. So he has been hitting all of his land drops. So he has plenty of mana to do with the 5 cards in hand. That is where it gets very scary. And there's Mr. Ojutai. We have the Abzan Charm that can take care of it. But this should give us free reign to cast what we need. He's keeping up the mana for the Walker. So I think we will just Sadist and hit him for 6. And I think we're going to keep the mana up because we can always just use it for a Bloodsucker. And then I can Abzan Charm here. I think we go for it if he's got a counterspell. If he's got the Walker, he's got the Walker. Yeah, our strat is Dancer, not Walker. Huh. Yeah, that gets countered. This allows him to find another answer. Maybe we attack in with everything, and then I can sack one before. Well, it's definitely to be throw out a Qarsi Sadist. And he's got an Ojutai's command. All right. And he decided to gain life with that. Ugh. So do I attack in with the Bloodsuckers? I think I start needing to. I need to get him down to that rally. And he just decides to let it all go through, huh? Well, in that case... we will. Take him down to a 5. 29 life to 5. He really got flooded out with a lot of lands. He's going to get a card off Dragonlord Ojutai. Looks like he's going to be treasure cruising or digging. He doesn't have a lot of stuff in the graveyard, though, so it's going to cost him quite a bit. Still above 20. I'm still of 21 life. I wonder if he's actually just going to wipe the board here. If he drops a land and then End Hostilities. Or Anger. Yeah, that Anger really hurts. Because I am tapped out. I do not like this forest. Let's go ahead and throw out the Wall of Essence. This is where it gets... he's so far ahead. He probably has counter magic left up. And we might just be a little bit short here. Didn't draw any of the rallies. Both games. And the Dragonlord Ojutai definitely is public enemy number 1. It's very hard for this deck to deal with Dragonlord Ojutai. Probably should have played around that Walker or Dancer, Stratus Dancer. As this card is just going to continue to find him answers. And so far, Grandmaster, that's really good with the counterspell. He actually might have the lock. Unfortunately, we draw another land. Siege Rhino here would have been good. See if he's got the... that gives all his instants and sorceries lifelink, too. So, how much stuff do I have in the graveyard? How much burst damage can I do? Not a lot. Just one Sadist, because one's been exiled, and Bloodsucker's been exiled as well. Take an 8 here. Most likely will just die to burn. I have one thing I can draw into. If he has any sort of counter spell, it's over. Yeah, I have no Sacklet. Just one Sacklet in the bin, too. This Blossoming Sand's going to do it. Let's see what we would have drawn into in the next couple cards. Solid Formation, way too late. Wall of Mulch, way too late. And Hostilities, way too late as well. So, anyway, this has been Kevin with GatheringMatches.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.